Alright, so hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Diamonds and Sparkles. My name is Lena and I am so happy to have you here for another video. Today I'm going to be recording a WIP and chat, and let me tell you, it feels that it's been such a long time since I last recorded a video, and not only that, but diamond painted in itself. Even though I only the past I think it was just the last day. Wow. When you get to a point where you just didn't diamond paint for a day and it already feels like you haven't diamond painted in ages. Oh, I didn't cut that correctly. I didn't cut this at all. Jeez. Okay, let me see. So I'm starting with a diamond painting from the Little Diamonds section from Diamond Art Club, like collection line from Diamond Art Club, and I'm doing a tiny run. I just wanted to work on him straight away because I just loved him. I just love him and I was just dying to. So yeah, it's been a very crazy week. This weekend was the first weekend since I started diamond painting where I didn't do the my schedule on YouTube as I intended it to, and specifically the extra videos that I've been putting up on April, like the last 2 weeks before this weekend. So this weekend we didn't have that. We didn't even have the regular one, like the WIP and chat, and that's for a good reason. So a lot of things happened during the week. So, but first I'm gonna try to update you in my diamond painting life, I guess. This has been the first week in such a long time where no diamond painting tragedy occurred. And not only that, but cool things happened. So I finished a diamond painting called Primrose. It's from Diamond Art Club. I don't think the unboxing of that has gone up yet, but I just flew through it and I loved it. That diamond painting is from is by Alphonse Mucha. Ever since I saw that diamond painting when I discovered Diamond Art Club, I was totally and completely in love. So I completed that, and I think it's the fastest, I mean, taking into consideration the size and the time that it took me to finish it, I think that's the fastest diamond painting that I've ever completed. And I am not taking into consideration like these little ones or the ones that are round, because rounds are definitely way faster to work, and that one is a square diamond. So I started it, I just know that I started on the first, on April 1st, and I think I finished it. Wow, my memory is already really bad, but I think if I'm not mistaken, I finished it on the 12th. So that is a 40 centimeter by 103 centimeter. It's kind of large, and the thing that I think helped is that it has a lot of sections that are very color blocky, so that definitely makes it very faster. It makes it faster to work on, and I loved every second of it, as I said. So there's that. I finished that diamond painting. Actually, I thought it was going to take me one day less than it took me, but on the finishing line, there was one day where I was not feeling great, and it was very hot, and in the room where my desk and everything was, we don't have AC, and we are looking into it, and the weather has been crazy, and it's been really extremely hot, so I could not take it. I was like dripping with sweat, and I was like, no, I cannot do this right now. So, you know, I couldn't be diamond painting there for long periods of time, so that's what made it a little bit longer, but it was fine. Right now, I relocated to another part of the house with desk and all, until further notice. I think this is not going to be a permanent solution, just a temporary one while we define that situation. But regardless, so not this weekend, last weekend, with the new release of Diamond Art Club, there was the Margaret Morales diamond painting, and I sent it to my boyfriend, and I was really excited, but then I was like thinking like, no, I shouldn't get it, and so I didn't. And that day my boyfriend went out to have like lunch, sort of, I don't know, it's a weird place that they go and eat, him and his friends, with some of his friends. So he went there, and when he got back, he he was like, oh, did you order your diamond painting? And I was like, no, I didn't, because, you know, I don't think it's sensitive. I mean, not sensitive. What's the word? What word could I use? Well, I didn't think it was the responsible thing for me to do. And he said, oh, but you were so excited about it, and I thought you were going to get it. And I said, yeah, but I knew that I was going to regret it afterwards. And so I ended up not doing it. And so he told me like, oh, but why don't you order it? And I said, nah, I'm not going to order it because, well, no, I'm not. And I got into the app, and I told him like, you know, it's already sold out. There's no reason for it. It's fine. It can come up back in stock, basically. And that was it. And then later on, I was showing him my wish list and things that were coming in and out of stock and stuff like that. And again, it was just like a commentary, like just talking about it. It was not me trying to convince him or anything. I am not like that. I was just like showing him because he asked me, so we were just talking about it. Oh my God. Okay, so parenthesis. This is the first time that I worked with this specific type of diamond that is called the electro diamond, I think. That are the ones that are metallic. I was just dying to work on it because I knew this color was going to go on Ron's R. It's so cool. Maybe when I finish this, I can take a picture with my like this sweater that I have with the R on it. That would be cool, I guess. Maybe, we'll see. Okay, so the point is that we were just talking about it, and that was it. And then I started to wash the dishes and doing stuff around the apartment. And he told me like, oh, let me check something on your laptop or whatever. And so I gave it to him like that. And that was it. I didn't really give it that much of a thought. And I always have diamond paintings in my cart, like for whatever reason. Like I usually and constantly add ones and delete ones. Like the ones that are calling my name right there and then, I add them, and then maybe the next day it's gonna be, I take one and add another, you know, just testing the waters, if you will. And then there was that. I didn't think much about it, and that's it. At night, it was about, I would say 1:30 or 2 a.m. almost. I couldn't sleep, and I usually, I hadn't checked my email in a little while. And so I go back to just my email on my phone, and I check it, and I see a few Diamond Art Club notifications, like emails, and I'm like, what? And I thought they were like promotions. You know, you get a lot of those type of emails when you sign up to their newsletter. But then I saw like, oh, your order has been successfully made, and your order number is that, and your order has already shipped. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what? I didn't order anything. And so and also the thing that says like, oh, you have this amount of extra points or whatever. I'm like, but what? And so I open it, and I realize that he ordered for me the 2 diamond paintings that at the moment I had in my cart. And that was so sweet, because I was genuinely sad when he asked me like why, like, yeah, when he asked me which diamond paintings I had gotten. And I was like really sad, because it was a diamond painting that I really wanted. And I think he felt bad for me or something, because the next day I told him like, you didn't have to get them for me. And he was just like, you know, I just love seeing your face whenever you get them, or whenever you know that you're gonna get some of them, when you open them and all of that, when you're working on them. I just see how happy you are, and yeah, I just like seeing you happy. And I was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. Yeah, he's really sweet on those things. So yeah, I had by that time 2 new diamond paintings coming my way. And right now I already got them, because that was last weekend and today is Sunday. Usually this WIP and CHAT should have gone up like yesterday on Saturday with the new schedule that I do things. So it was great. It was really cool. And I was really happy, and of course so grateful with him for getting them. And then yeah, we went to pick them up from the place where they are shipped to here in my city on yesterday. And They're just so gorgeous. And I thought they were going to be bigger in size because after I got the email, I didn't go back and check the stats on and the sizes and everything on the page. And yeah, they're a very decent size. Right now, I think that I am already, for me, those sizes are very, very doable. I am not intimidated by size anymore. The same cannot be said for confetti, but size, it's something that I am not really that scared of. So the sizes of those ones for me are really manageable, to be honest. So yeah, that's my not tragic diamond painting story of this week, which is amazing to have a not tragedy happen for a change. So that was great. And yeah, other thing that happened during the week, like last week, I kind of go through phases. I already said it, where I watch more content of a certain specific topic, and in this case, I just watched some booktube videos, and there was this girl that I watched for a while, and I don't know why. Like, I've heard that sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people, so I think that's what happened because I was not subscribed. Actually, that's why I kind of went and looked specifically for her channel, because I said, oh, I used to watch this person. Why is she not uploading anymore? I have not seen any of her videos on my subscription section of my YouTube account. And no, I was not subscribed. I don't know why. The point is that I just started to watch a few videos of her, and kind of like the latest, or the ones that are of topics that really caught my eye, interesting to me, that sort of thing. And I think it was in the title of one of those that it said something like, oh, blah, 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 diamond painting. And I was like, wait, what? So I was intrigued, and I immediately clicked on the video, and in my insides, that sounds weird. Like, inside of me, I was just thinking like, oh, I hope it's a diamond art club. I hope it's not like a budget one, just because I like seeing diamond art club kind of collide, or not collide, that's not the word, kind of intersect with other hobbies that I have. And so when I least expected it, she takes out and says, oh, and I'm working on this diamond painting. I'm gonna be maybe listening to an audiobook while I do this diamond painting. And it was Underwater Train. And then I looked at the date when the video was published, and it was around the time where I was also working on Underwater Train. And I just loved it. I just really, really loved it. And so it was really cool to find someone, that I like, even though it's only in the internet and that they don't know that I exist, that we share interests. And that just solidifies my belief that all diamond painters share one brain cell, where we share a lot of, interests between ourselves. And of course, I subscribed to her again. I don't know why I wasn't subscribed, as I said, but I subscribed to her again. And there's that. I've been watching her videos. Not much, because, as I said, I had a very, very busy week and stuff like that. So, also, another reason for why this week was not a tragedy is because I had great, amazing, awesome news. If you have watched a few of my diamond painting, like the WIP and CHAT in particular ones, I had been mentioning that I've been looking for a job for a while now, and that I've been doing interviews, and, they have ended for, until a few days ago in nothing. But on the last interview that I did, a little afterwards, like a few hours later, I received an offer job from that place. And yeah, long story short, I have a job now. And that happened on Thursday when I had that last interview, and when I was offered the position. And it's a great position because I can use my degree, and also is a home office job. So I don't even have to go anywhere. I can do it from my couch even. I'm not, because I want to be professional. And it's the very first time that I'm going to be having a a remote sort of job from home. And I'm really excited about it because the hours are perfect. Like the beginning and the start, like the beginning of the shift and the end of the shift are perfect. They are not crazy hours, and the pay is awesome. So I don't live in the US, and I live in Mexico because I am Mexican, born and raised, and always have lived here. And here, the salaries for everything are not great, to say the least. They're not great at all. And I was struggling, and I was really being selective about what sort of jobs I was looking into and I was applying into, because I was determined, and I knew that even if it took me a little longer than maybe the average, I was going to apply only for jobs that really, really kind of fit in all the categories, that checked all my checked boxes pretty much. And that one is great. It's a remote job. It is related to my career, and the pay is great. And again, since it's home office, I don't have to pay for gas. I don't have to do all these commutes. It's amazing. It's really, really cool. And so, because of that, usually my Thursdays are days where I either record a lot and something, or, and usually more than Thursdays are Fridays, but I knew that I couldn't record on Friday because I had a family event. I'm going to go into that later. But when I woke up, and I said, okay, I'm going to have the interview. And after I have the interview, I'm just going to record, like the videos that I want to do. And so that the only video that I have left to do is the Friday one for the diamond painting releases from Diamond Art Club. That was my plan originally. But, things do not always go as planned. Rarely they go as planned. And as I said, in my mind, I was going to have this interview, and maybe they were going to come back to me on Friday, or even like the next week, like Monday or something. But no, they came back to me. They wrote they sent me a job offer like an hour or so later. And well, that started a lengthy process of sending some paperwork and filling out some forms, and kind of do this sort of training in HIPAA, because it's a medical thing. So you have to do a course to be HIPAA compliant. It was a whole ordeal. And so I ended up on Friday on Thursday, not being able to record all of the things that I wanted to record. But I said, okay, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I already have everything scheduled. Like, I can record maybe tomorrow. But then I had completely and absolutely forgot that I actually couldn't record anything the next day, because on Friday I had my cousin's wedding. This cousin is only 8 months older than I am. Both of our moms lived together in my grandma's house when we were young, because my mom got divorced and his mom raised him by herself. So more than a cousin, we had a very, very extremely close relationship, more like sibling relationship when we were little. So of course it was a big event. Even if I was not that close with him, all of my family is close. So yeah, I had the wedding of my cousin. And so it was a whole thing of picking up my boyfriend's suitcase from the place where they do it professionally that I forgot the name of, and getting everything ready and applying makeup, because mind you, I do not use makeup ever. And so I had to practice so I didn't look like an absolute clown. So it was like a whole thing of preparing. And also on that day at around, I would say 7 or 8 a.m., I got an email telling me like, oh, you have to do this training on HIPAA. And preferably if you can complete it today. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. And the mail said that it was going to take only an hour and a half. But whenever something where you're going to get tested is required, I knew that I was going to get tested after doing this training program, because if not, how are they going to know that you just didn't ignore the mail and said that you did it but didn't do it? So I am very dedicated, and usually things like study-wise that could take an hour and a half, as they told me it was gonna take, it took me significantly longer. It took me double the time. It took me 3 hours and 20-ish minutes or so. So the rest of my day was devoted to finishing that. And right after I finished it, it was like, okay, it's getting ready time. So I had to get ready. And then we didn't stay until too late in my cousin's wedding, because we're not party people, you know, weddings here are really intense. And I'm not that social of a person, like one-on-one. I am very socially awkward, and my boyfriend is too. As I said, we're not people's people. I don't know how to say it, but we stayed until midnight, and the party went on until 3 a.m. And then the next day, that was Saturday, you could have said, oh, you could have done your WIP and CHAT on Saturday morning, and afterwards post it and, you know, do the Sunday video and all of that. But I couldn't, because the next day, here we have something that it's kind of like a post-wedding, like a follow-up party, if you will, but a more informal one, not like a wedding, just like the family and the closest friends gather and they continue with the celebration of the wedding. And I wanted to go. Because it was going to be a more relaxed setting. It was not going to be makeup and fancy dress and loud music and such a formal event as like a typical white gown wedding big thing here. And so we went, but that particular event was not even happening here in the city where I live. It was happening in the city I am originally from, which is not very far. It's only about, I would say, an hour and 40 minutes, up to 2 hours, depending on traffic and stuff. So we had to leave here in the morning so we could get there before noon. And then we stayed there up until what? I want to say 7:45 p.m. And so we said, okay, we have to go back because we don't want to be driving so like too late in the night. And so we came back, and when we got home, it was nearly 10. And I remember telling my boyfriend, like, oh, I really want to diamond paint. I have not diamond painted in such a long time. And by that time, I was not recording anything. I had not the energy whatsoever. I was so tired, because even though we didn't stay for that long of a time, and the second day, it was a chill day, it's such a faster pace than what I am right now used to it. The chronic thing that I have is one that I have to be very careful with the physical things that I do, because my body gets really wiped out really quickly if I don't take and even if I take the necessary steps trying to avoid it many times. Yeah, so we got here, and I remember that it was we got here, it was nearly 10. We went straight to bed, and we were just like, oh, this is so nice, like laying in bed and in the AC, so cool. And I told my boyfriend, okay, by 10 I'm gonna go out, and I wanna see if I can diamond paint for maybe an hour, you know, just to get some diamond painting in, or at the very least 30 minutes. Next thing I know, it's 3 a.m. we wake up to the light in the bedroom still on. We just fell asleep. And we didn't even notice. And of course, we just turned the lights off and again, just went straight to bed. I didn't even try or attempted to get up at all. So yeah, I was wiped. And today, I woke up at 9:30-ish. So I slept basically for 12 hours straight. And I still woke up very sore, and everything was painful, because that's the other thing, that I have chronic pain that manifests a lot after physical effort. Like, that is not, it's not like when I go to the gym and for a long time and you just go one day. that is for me all the time whenever I overexert myself a little. It just feels like that I just did 11 hours at the gym the day before. So I took a little pill, I took the rest of my meds, and I told him, you know what, I really need to start doing some things that I have to do. So on top of the fact that I am going to start with this new job on Monday, I got an order. So I used to have, right now I don't do it anymore because it's too time consuming. And the thing is, I used to have a very, very small business where I did some handmade stuff. And I kind of like, as I said, I left it to the side for a while. For now, that was my idea. But right now, I was more into this is not happening. I don't think I'm gonna pick it up again. So that was my idea behind it. But on Saturday, when I went to this family thing, an aunt of mine told me like, I would like to order some of the things that you do because I want to do this and that with them and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but I don't do them anymore. And he was like, oh my God, please. I already had made this plan around them. And I was like, okay, you know what? It's extra income. It's something that I enjoy doing because I actually enjoy doing it. The thing is, it is very, very time consuming. So I dug my own grave. I thought I was going to spend the morning, like today's Sunday's morning, just chilling and doing some diamond painting and also recording some diamond painting videos because I wanted to record this video and another few videos that I have in mind. But my kind of adult sense kicked in and said, okay, you are going to do the diamond painting stuff today. Yes. Probably not all of the things that you want to do regarding diamond painting, but a few. But first, you have to at least start to prepare this order that you got because it's quite a big order. And you already compromised. You already made the compromise that you were going to do it. And so my adult self kind of talked to my silly inner 10-year-old self and told her, business first, pleasure later. And so I just got up, I prepared my coffee, and from 10 a.m. I was doing that specific craft up until 3:30 p.m. I said, I'm gonna power through this and do a few hours of it. And mind you, I'm not even at a 10% of what I need to do with those 5 hours that I just told you. I put the work into this order that I got, this grave that I dug for myself. But I said, okay, at least is some progress. And after that, you can maybe get to do 1 or 2 videos. And so that's what I did. I pushed through 5.5 hours until I got to the point where I said, okay, now it's time for some relaxation, which for me is diamond painting related stuff in any way, shape, or form that comes into place. And here I am. I recorded a video already that I had been thinking about for a very, very long time. And I said, I think I have so many things to update and I really want to do a WIP and CHAT. I remember that last week I was kind of dreading doing the WIP and CHAT because I thought I had not many things to talk about. I was kind of bummed because of the diamond painting that I had to cancel and stuff. But in this one, I really, really wanted to do the WIP and CHAT. I was very motivated to do it. And so I wanted to take advantage of that and, well, do it, basically. And yeah, here is, again, some of these updates that I have for you, where good news on diamond painting, good news on my personal life, regarding, family stuff that was really cool, like my cousin's wedding, cool things, business wise, where I was not even trying to do business and I had an order, a good order, and I'm missing one, aren't I? Or no, I don't know. The point is, we're thriving and I'm here for it. I'm happy for it. So having said that, I think that for what's left of April, I'm gonna try to still do the videos that I do on Fridays. And like Friday is the video for the releases of Diamond Art Club, Saturday my WIP and CHAT, and Sunday the ASMR video that I have been doing lately and that I really enjoy doing and watching. Actually, I've put it in the background a few times. Like I have a specific playlist of those, and I just put it in the background, and it's kind of relaxing. But I think that I'm gonna really try to push through on April, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to keep up with it on May, because yeah, I'm gonna start a new job. I'm going to start on Monday with some training sessions. They told me that it was going to be around a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, depending on how fast I grasp this entire thing. I am actually quite quick on grasping stuff like this, so I hope it is on the like shorter time scale thing and not so long. But I am really, really excited. I am really excited to having to getting something that I was really looking to. Not just settling for, you know, the first opportunity that I saw because of desperation or something like that, but because I really wanted to get that opportunity. So that's such an amazing feeling, to be honest. Such an amazing feeling. So yeah. What else can I talk to you about? I just thought that I gave you so many updates on my life. In actually a short amount of time. I think we're in the 30-minute or so mark, which is crazy. So as always, I have been watching a lot of true crime. As I said, as always, I've been listening to an audiobook about cult survivors. It's just a subject that really, really intrigues me. This one is about, I forgot the name of it. And I'm recording with my phone, so I don't remember the name. But it's about this girl that she was born into a very strange situation. And then her parents kind of, when she was about, I think she was 19, if I remember correctly, they sent her to an Amish community because they were striving to become Amish. And, you know, it goes basically through her life and the abuse she suffered first in her household and afterwards in the Amish community. And not only what she suffered and she went through, but what she was seeing that was happening around like a lot of Amish families and stuff. So I have not finished it yet. I would say I'm about 80% into it. So I think I'm gonna try to finish it maybe today or tomorrow, since I don't have much left. Maybe while I do some house chores and stuff, I can put it in the background. But I don't know how many house chores I'm gonna be doing today because of this big order that I have to do more progress on. But I'm gonna try. Like anytime that I am doing some housework, even if it's just 10 minutes of washing dishes, I am going to be listening to an audiobook. That's a given, 100%. So yeah, I don't have much to go. What else am I reading? I started the 4th book on this series about these teenagers that are recruited by the FBI because they have some very enhanced kind of, not abilities, but maybe, well, yeah, it's abilities, but it's not like magic or superpowers or nothing. It's like more intuitive stuff that they train on, and they kind of help the FBI with cold cases, and it became a whole thing. The 3rd book ended such on a cliffhanger, and it made just the main as I said, I don't know how to explain it. It became this huge big thing that I was not anticipating when I started reading it, like the 1st book. But I am right now on the 4th and final book. I just started it. I think I'm about, what, 10% or something in, but it's so far really, really great. And Other thing that I actually watched was Downton Abbey. I think it's called The New Era or something. It's more like a movie length. It's almost 2 hours, but oh my gosh, that thing felt like an entire season. I was kind of reluctant a while back to watch Downton Abbey because my aunt has seen it, and I there was one time when I just ran out of things to watch and to listen to when anything was getting, like, nothing was getting my attention, and I stumbled upon it on Netflix, and I said, okay, you know what, I like historical things, this looks to be at least somewhat interesting, let's give it a try. And I was hooked. I finished a season a day. That's not an understatement. I finished a season a day and I loved it. And when I saw that there was like this sort of movie type of thing, I was hesitant at the beginning because I was like, oh, they're just trying to milk this until they can and blah, blah, blah. And then I played it and oh my God, I was so wrong. It was so cool. And one of the things that I like about that show in particular is that even if it is set in like the early 20th century, no, 19th, 20th century. Yes, it starts, I think, in 1912 when the Titanic sank. That's like literally one of the first things mentioned. And up until the last season, and in this sort of movie thing that lasts for a little bit over an hour, they go up into late 1920s. So I would say around 15-ish years of story of this particular family. But my point was that one of the things that I love most about it is that there are certain aspects of modern society that they touch on. Like modern society, like this time modern society, or kind of glimpses on certain situations that maybe in that day would be very, very extremely frowned upon, but how all of the family members were really understanding for that time. And that was so cool. That was like, I don't know, if I lived in that particular era, I think that getting to know this family, if this family existed in real life, would have been a fresh of breath air. You know, a very, very open-minded people who cared about their own people more than anything. Like, they have a butler who is gay, and they know that he's gay, but they don't judge him. On the contrary, they say there's a point where there's a situation where the butler kind of says that he wants to get to a life that is sort of as true to himself as it possibly can. And one of the family members tell him, like, I just think you're so brave for wanting to be, you know, for being yourself in a world that is this way, you know. And they're so understanding about it all. And also how this is about aristocrats, you know, in England. So they are money people and people with titles like countess and lords and all of that. But they are such nice people with everyone around them, like with people from their same kind of social status type of thing, but also with the people that work for them, like the servants of this big house that is Downton Abbey. I don't know, it's really heartwarming. And also, it's really funny. I don't think you would expect a historical thing to be like so funny. I don't know, I was just laughing. I mean, it was, as I said, that last thing that I watched, it was 2 hours and 2 minutes or something like that. Like 2 hours and 3 minutes, I don't know. But it felt like an entire 6-hour season. No, 6 hours, no. It was more like 9 hours, I think. Oh, I hate when this happens. This little thing got here stuck. I don't know. But yeah. Maybe I don't know, maybe I am taking this way over what it's meant to be, but I just loved watching it. And it kind of was a glimpse back into the whole series that I watched. And I actually considered rewatching the entire series, but I don't think it's time because I saw it like mid 2023. So it's not been even a year where I watched that series in particular. So there's that. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the things that I've done on this week regarding diamond painting, regarding personal life, regarding media that I consume in all their forms. It's been cool. And I actually thought this was going to be such a longer WIP and chat because I thought that I had so many things to say, but I guess either I didn't go into detail, like into deep detail about it, or I talked too fast, or my life is so simple that simple family things and life things seem like a lot, but they're not really. I don't know. But yeah, here I am approaching almost the end of this huge color blocking section on Tiny Run. I am going to be finishing the section. I think I have only about 10 minutes left, if so, maybe less even. And I am going to go and edit the previous video that I recorded and edit this one. And I'm gonna upload this one today, just so it is like only one day behind. Only one day behind. And afterwards, I think I'm gonna kit up a new canvas because of the new canvases that I got, the ones that my boyfriend got me. I was not thinking about starting them anytime soon because, you know, I didn't even knew that they were going to be available for me. But now I actually want to start one of those. But I guess I am going to wait until I unbox them and see them face to face, if you will, and see which one of the ones that I have in my teeny tiny stash call for my name to be worked on straight away. I'm gonna try to make this kit last for like a while. I'm not gonna be doing this diamond painting like all in one go. Oh, and also, since I'm gonna be so busy with this big order that I have and my new job and the training stuff, I am going to have to spend at least this entire week or until I finish this order of things only diamond painting for around an hour. So that has me bummed, but as I said, business before pleasure. And at least I know that I'm going to be not so money constrained whenever it comes to acquiring new diamond paintings. Of course, without being overboard, because I am still a very conscious person with my spending, even when I have like more resources than I have been having this past few months. So yeah, that's great. That's awesome. It was great talking to you. I'm gonna finish this section as I said, and see you all guys later in another video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic end of your week and a fantastic day, regardless of when you're watching this WIP and chat in particular. I just, yeah, wish the best for everyone. Thank you again so much for watching. See you all guys later, and goodbye, and keep on diamond painting.